Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the Tanel channel. My name is Tanel, and as you can see, today I have something really special on my desk here. Today I'm actually in this web shop called For Gamers, who let me try out this amazing beast. A customer actually has bought this. It costs 5,500 euros. And the customer was really okay with me doing a review from it. So today I'm doing the review from the MSI GT83VR Titan SLI. And this beast has a GTX 1080 in SLI in it. It weighs 6 kilograms. Anyway, let's check it out, how it performs in games and how it is overall. And should you buy it or not? Well, if you're not rich, I guess you can't really afford it. Anyway, let's check it out. Right, so MSI did launch this particular model here a couple of months ago, and I've been lucky enough in the Baltics here to finally get my hands on it. And yeah, today we're gonna talk a little bit about it and how it performs in games. But yeah, first things first, what are the specifications? I'm pretty sure a lot of you are eager to find out what you get if you spend 5,500 euros. So this particular model comes with an 18.4 inch LCD, which is an IPS panel, and which is kind of a weird decision actually, because if I'm gonna put out 5,500 euros on a laptop, I do want some of the best options out there. But I would have preferred like a 1440p with 120 Hz or 144 Hz LCD screen on it. But it's not the case here, which is kind of a weird decision, I might say. Hopefully MSI will up their game in the future products, because if you're gonna spend that much money, then you definitely want the best of the best, and a regular Full HD panel is not the best of the best nowadays. But then again, at least it displays a proper picture with the IPS panel. Anyway, coming to the other specifications, the CPU, it has a Core i7-6920HQ, which runs at 2.9 GHz, but with turbo it can reach up to 3.8 GHz while gaming. It has 4 cores and 8 threads, so nothing like 6 and 12. Anyway, it also has 2 GTX 1080s in SLI with 8 gigs of GDDR5X memory. It also has 64 gigs of DDR4 running at 2400 MHz and 256 GB Samsung MZ-VPV256 HD GL M.2 SSD drives, which are running in RAID 0 actually, and they are performing really freaking amazing. The read speeds were close to 3 GB per second, and the write speed was 1.5 GB per second. So that's an amazing result for a laptop. It also has a regular 1 TB hard drive, and yeah, it also has a 1080p 30 frames per second web camera. And all of this is powered by 2 330 watt power supply units. So you thought you're gonna get one power supply unit, that joke's on you. You're gonna spend that much money, you might as well get 2 power supply units with it. So I guess one for each of the video cards, which is absolutely ridiculous. It's you're gonna look ridiculous handling those 2 power supply units, but yeah, then again, you're gonna be gaming with some crazy power. And yeah, also it has a small dongle with it, so you actually use a dongle to connect those 2 power supply units. So it's a pretty weird decision and pretty weird design, but it works. It works. That's the main point. Anyway, coming to some other things, we can also find 5 USB 3.0 boards, a Thunderbolt 3 board, and a HDMI 1.4 mini display board version 1.2, a LAN board, hi-fi board, and line-in mic boards with an optical out and a SD card slot. And a really special thing here, I don't know if you can see from that angle, but it also has a Blu-ray burner drive, so you can actually burn your own Blu-ray discs on this laptop here. But that's about it for the boards and the specifications. It also has, yeah, a really nice looking Cherry MX brown mechanical keyboard by SteelSeries, and it works really well. Only thing that I really nag about this particular keyboard is that it's only red color. I would have preferred a RGB keyboard. It looks so much better. I have a Corsair K70 RGB Lux at home, and it's just magnificent. So I don't know what was the real decision behind only letting it be with a red color scheme, but yeah, it should have a RGB lighting system, at least in the next generation model. But yeah, anyway, let's come to the benchmarks, I guess, because that's the main reason that I'm reviewing this laptop here. What numbers can this laptop produce in all kinds of different benchmarking programs? The internet speed here wasn't really good, so I couldn't download Hitman, which is also one of my testing programs, but I did run through 3D Marks, then Grand Theft Auto 5, and Battlefield 1, and Tom Clancy's The Division. So yeah, let's start with the first benchmark, and let's start with the 3D Marks. And let's start with the 3D Mark Time Spy, and it was actually a pretty amazing result for a laptop. At first I was really confused actually when running 3D Mark Time Spy, because I had it in my mind that I ran 3D Mark Firestrike, and it received 10,630 points, and I was like, hey, that's a really low score for Firestrike. I was like, dang it, what am I doing wrong? Is the SLI not working? And then I was, oh wait a second, that's Time Spy. So 10,630 points for Time Spy, that's amazing, an amazing result. Though I guess for GTX 1080 SLIs on desktop PCs would still perform quite considerably better, but then again, yeah, it is a laptop, so yeah, it does beat a single GTX 1080 on a desktop system by a mile actually. At home I get some 7,500 points with my GTX 1080, so this actually gets 3,000 points average more, so that's an amazing result. But coming to the next test, the 3D Mark Firestrike, which is a really good test also, and it scored 20,156 points. Now for a laptop, that's a pretty insane result actually. Because the 1070 GTA 73 laptop from MSI that I reviewed prior received 13,000 points, something or similar, something like that. And my home PC with a GTX 1080 scores about the same as this laptop here, but this one has 2 video cards in SLI, 2 GTX 1080s in SLI, and it gets the same result as my single GTX 1080 at home. But then again, yeah, it is a laptop. Anyway, coming to the next benchmark, let's see what it got in Battlefield 1. So I ran Battlefield 1 with ultra details at 100 scaling and also then at 200 scaling. 200% scaling is, well, like a 4K resolution. Anyway, on 100% scaling it received 125 frames per second, which is a really good result again, and with 200% it scored 77 frames per second average, so that's an amazing result, as I told you. My home 1080 scores like 60 something frames per second at 200% scaling, so at 4K at ultra details this laptop is a beast, but yeah, its price tag is a beast also. Anyway, the next benchmark is Tom Clancy's The Division. So in Tom Clancy's The Division, everything's set to ultra details and 1080p resolution, of course, and it scored 126.2 frames per second. And I guess that's a pretty good result considering that the 1070 received pretty much like half of that, the GT73VR from MSI. So yeah, Tom Glass's division worked just absolutely amazing on ultra detail and on 1080p. Alright, so the last benchmark is Grand Theft Auto 5, and ran the benchmark with ultra settings at 1080p, and it received the longest pass, the fourth pass. It received 65.4 frames per second, which is not that great. So I guess the main problem here is that the SLI does not really work in GTA 5, well, the official version at least. So that's kind of a bummer if you're looking for a really good laptop for GTA 5. So if you're looking for that, I guess that's there's better options with a single GTX 1080, or when SLI support actually comes to GTA 5. Anyway, yeah, that's it for the benchmarks. About the temperatures. So I did play Battlefield 1, which is a really nice heavy GPU loading game, and the temperatures did rise to 81 degrees. So GPU and CPU both around that mark. So not the highest temperatures, not near the 100 degrees, but man, 80 degrees for a laptop is it's pretty big actually. And the coolers themselves did make a lot of freaking noise, but I guess they should to keep the incredible components here cool enough. So 80 degrees, it sounds like a lot, but the components inside here can totally take it. Anyway, what's my conclusion on this laptop? So all in all, it is a really good laptop for gaming. I can't literally find anything really bad to say in terms of gaming, but I can definitely find some nuances here and there that I don't like that much about it. Well, firstly, because it is a laptop, it weighs 6 kilograms. So yeah, 6 kilograms for a laptop is quite beefy. It also has a 18.4 inch LCD screen, which is a pretty okay, a modest screen for a laptop that costs this much, but it only has 1080p resolution, which is kind of a bummer. If you're gonna have a 1080p screen on this kind of a laptop, definitely add 120 or 144 Hertz refresh rate on it, so it would make a little bit more sense. I think that 1440p would be absolutely ideal for a laptop. But yeah, other than those things, I guess the price, 5,500 euros is a lot to spend on a laptop. And if it's missing like 4K screen or 1440 screen or bigger refresh rate than 60 Hertz and a couple of things here and there, then yeah, it's kind of difficult to really recommend it. But if money is not an issue for you and gaming performance is the main thing that you're looking for, then yeah, definitely go for it. I mean, it's a really well-built laptop. There's nothing bad to say about that. But yeah, if you're going above that 3,000 or 4,000 euro mark on laptops, it's kind of really hard to justify the price. But then again, it does have absolutely amazing gear in it, like 1080s in SLI, the RAID 0 Samsung drives, which are 512 in total here, and the performance of the M.2 SSDs is just absolutely amazing. Though you can get the same drive setup in the cheaper models also, but 1080s in SLI only this model produces. So what's my final verdict for the GT83VR? I'm gonna give it on a 7.6 out of 10. And yeah, the biggest issues, the price definitely. It is way too costly. The screen should have had more than 1080p resolution, more than 60 Hz, so 144 or something like that. And yeah, maybe a little bit quieter, a little bit you know, not as heavy and stuff like that. So all in all, a good laptop for people who have tons of money lying around. But for those people who don't have that much money in their pocket, I guess there are better options out there. It is a beefy and bulky laptop. Oh, Jesus. Okay, that's my training for this week. Anyway, thanks for watching my small, quick little review here. Hope you learned something from this laptop, like the speed, the performance, and whatnot. Yeah, if you like it, buy it. If you don't buy it. Anyway, thanks for watching my video. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel to see more stuff like this. And I'll be seeing you soon, guys. Thanks for watching. Ciao for now.